right. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Jacka, and this is the Séance of Manor. And I will be honest with you, I don't remember entirely what we were doing, so let's look at the timetable. It's been a couple days for me. Well, not a couple days. It feels like a couple days because this day has been really effing long, but that's because I went to bed at 5 in the morning, got up at 10 in the morning, and have since done. It's just been a busy day. Feels like several days. Okay, so the bar has opened, and we know we can get Doyle there. The hunter is in the walled garden. Where's that? Here? I want to talk to him, so he'll be there for an hour. Let's eavesdrop, and then let's go that way.
Oh no, miss, I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani, I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffered the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
Sounds like she doesn't want her in her room, if I was gonna be honest.
I? You mean to say that? Why would you? No one's ever. No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
Interesting. She left.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are?
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Aw, they're sweet.
Good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Aw.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
Aw, they're cute. I like them. Oh, we wanted to look at... God, girl, you're so scary. We wanted to look at rooms as well. Because people aren't... I think people will be in their rooms soon. Maybe we start with Miss Quinn's room? Oh, there's so many things we kind of want to do. Only so much time in a day. Okay, let's start with the rooms that are... Oops, I went the wrong way, didn't I? This way? There's things we wanted to research too. They're not all upstairs, are they? No, because that one's set that way, I thought. Maybe they are upstairs. Hold on. Am I missing something? We're in the ground floor. Oh, yeah, it's upstairs. Okay. Doodle. Yeah. This way. Man. 16. Mr. O'Meara's bedroom. Ooh. Seems like anyone's inside. I want to go on. That's like, oh no, we do want to go here because it's on the other side. Yeah. Pick. Break in. Check his shoe size. Oh. Biblically accurate angels. Sketches of something that makes my stomach turn, which has been labeled My Angel. Interesting. Nope. Nope. Ooh, yes. A letter from Castle O'Meara's mother checking in on him. Castle, a Storin. When this seance of yours is done, do come home. Your sister wants to see you before her wedding. And it would do me good to see you too. It's been too long since last you visited, but it may not seem long to you. I worry for you, dear boy. Your peers are starting to talk. Angels might have chosen you, but have regard for your earthly self. That's who I know as my son, remember? Aw, that's sweet. Catholic Bible. Copy of the Bible. Sections are called out and notations made around anything that references angels. He's being, like, haunted by something. Oh, shoes. One shoe shows heavier wear, exactly as I would expect from somebody using a cane as heavily as he. His gait and stance must be quite distinct. I think that rules him out, in my opinion. A lockbox, hello. Laudanum. He has a lot of painkillers here. Hello. Everything needed to pin a lane. Ah, not exciting at all. Nothing interesting in there. Ah, hello. Ooh. I woke in the bath. Almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. I can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. Mr. O'Meara's recent brush with death seems to be a common thing for him. Oh, is he self-harming? I caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out. A pale and glowing shape out of reach again the moment I knew it to be there. He's self-harming to try and see the angels. Saturday, 7 p.m., changing rooms, McLeod. Why does she want to meet? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. Thanks to Miss Hisham's jars, I have everything I need now to trap it, apart from its bloody name. Soon I'll have it. It won't escape me again. I have an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity. Guess not. The year John Dee was given the Enochian language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak with angels. If he and I are special, and it is of the same sort, then it is only a matter of translating the language. 1983. Horrific sketch. The adjacent note says, had it just for a moment, and then gone again. But I'll try again. I have it back. He may not be a threat to Evelyn, but he's definitely got some other. I bet it's 1583. Is it 1583 or 1503? E. Or 38? I've already forgot. I think it was 1583. Okay, hold on. Check that again. 1583. Interesting, but it's not 1583. Hold on, let's try that again. 1583. It's, oh. I think I was below. Yeah. I was below. It's this line. Yeah, there we go. Don't mind me just having a little snoopers. Soul jars. Boy. It seems that in the past he has used something called Enochian magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he's used to that end, though he has also employed near-death experiences and other unwise methods to talk with this entity. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle and now if only I could summon it written next to them. Jars labeled soul jars. They have odd symbols on them and some sort of fluid inside. Oh. young fool. Anything else that A mirror, but it doesn't look like it's part of the decor. Did he bring it with him? I bet he did. I think we've gotten everything else in here. Okay, let's move on. Wasn't me, I didn't do anything. I've never been in this room. Miss Quinn's. Seem like anyone's inside. Be a shame if somebody snuck in. Ooh, don't mind if I do. What are these dreams trying to tell me? That I'm close to my goal? The answer feels so near. Down the next corridor, behind the next citadel. I must keep searching. Maybe what I seek is at the Séance. Maybe that is the dream's message. Interesting, okay. Poetry book. A published book of Miss Quinn's poetry, with scraps of paper containing annotations and drafts tucked between pages. Some drawings, I'm not sure of what. Perhaps she should stick to her poetry. Dude, that's very well drawn. You dick. Looks like just sketch paper. Everything needed to pen a letter. Ooh, hello. A book of poetry. That makes sense. Clothes. Quite a bit in here. Not controlling. It's a little hard. Got hair in it. A brooch containing a lock of hair. The back says Alexander Quinn, 1865 to 1896. Victorian hair jewelry. A memento mori. That's a thing. Collection of mementos of deceased family members. Obsessive. Locket with two names etched into the framing. Alma and Julia. There's a photograph on either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. Even more. More photographs to memorialize the dead. Girl. It's a lot. Are these even all your family? Grimoires, most of them printed, one in Miss Quinn's hand, and all of them annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. Seems they've been used quite extensively over the years, and the handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. Can't help but notice there's no shoes in here. More of them. This is the Quinn family. Oh, the Quinn family seems to have a lot of recently dead. No wonder there are any of them left at all. Yeah. Little weird, gotta say. And no shoes anywhere. Interesting. Darcy's. Did we get her shoe size? I feel like we didn't get her shoe size. I want to look at your shoes. Yes, there they are. Look at shoes. Her shoes seem to be of a medium size. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, Darcy. That's not good. Okay. Should be everything we need from there, at least. Okay. So... He is going to die this weekend. Yeah. She mentioned that shawl. I kind of connected that dot. His shoes are distinctly warped by his cane-aided gait. I feel like he can't be the guy. It's too distinct. A lot of stuff there. She knew Dean before she arrived at the manor. You find Stinot's room, I think. We should see if we can find. Oh, Barbosa's in her room, so we can't use. Boy. Oh, I know I wanted to go to the map here. So we've poked in all of these now. You can also access quite a few over here. Mr. Scarrett's room, Miss Erickson. No, we've gone through this one. I'd like to get into that one. Can't get into some of them. I'd love to get into this one. And I can't get into the unassigned ones either, because we need the keys that are found. I've yet to figure out how to get into the basement. Well. Let's start here on the timetable. Let's go to the walled garden and catch the hunter. So, northeast corridor. We need to go downstairs. We go here. So, atrium. Okay, let's go. The atrium is this way. Yeah. Start here. Then we want to go down the stairs. And we want to hang this direction here. This way, this way, this way. Swing a left. So. And he's out here just standing in the effing rain. Dirty working clothes and well worn in, he must spend a lot of time outside. Silk scarf. His fine blue scarf seems at odds with the rest of his attire. Scent of oats and sugar. I suspect he's got treats for the horses in his pockets. Yeah. I used to accidentally put horse treats in the washing machine all the time because I had so many horse treats in my pockets. I'd forget about them all the time.
Well, a new guest. You made your way here without my help, then?
I did. You'll be the stable master, I take it.
Aye, groundsman too. I trust your trip was a pleasant one.
I've had worse. The roads out here are more robust than back east. Pleased to meet you. What should I call you?
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. If I'm spoken to as late as about that damn seance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. I'm pleased to meet you too, though I didn't get your name.
It's Declan Ward. You're against the seance, then?
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Do you think he's talking about the Marchioness? There's so much to talk to him. Let's see. I actually want to start with Mary Blake. Do you know of Marquess Blake's late wife? I didn't know the woman, I'm afraid. I was hired on after her death. Mrs. Joyce speaks well of her, though. Maybe that's who he's worried about. He's worried about her, but it's definitely not. No. I could have sworn I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. When was this, sir? Late last night when I arrived. Well, that seems unlikely to me, sir. The girls are dedicated, but not that much. Here. So many things. Hauntings? Do you get reports of ghosts around the manor? Ah, aye, plenty. More, as of late. Best to leave them be, sir. Neither they nor we need the trouble. Have you ever seen a large figure, much larger than a man, roaming the manor grounds? I have seen it, in the corner of the eye. Or sometimes it's just a feeling of being watched. There's something there, sure enough. My guess, it's not a ghost. Maybe the spirit of a giant, some Geed folk, perhaps. Or something more. The old Irish gods once walked these parts, but I don't know much about that. Might the library have something of use? I like that. Did you have to fix one of the stable doors recently? Oh, aye. Lottie got spooked and kicked the latch clean out of the door itself. She was in quite the mood. They all were, really. There's no spare stall either, so I had to get one and fix it in place. It's too cold to leave them out in the pasture. When was this? Did something cause her to get spooked? It was Tuesday just gone by. Can't think what set them off. Wonderful creatures, horses, but not always clever. They'll frighten at just about anything. Rabbits, birds, puddles. This is fact. Many years ago. Like I said, I used to do competitive show jumping throughout my late teens, or actually all the way through my early to my late teens. I had a pretty nasty scare that set me off, so I wasn't able to get back to competition, and then injuries followed that, so, or whatever's wrong with me. But I had a nasty fall off of my draft mix when I was in my early 20s, I guess. He was very green, so it wasn't too unexpected. But like, it was at the end of the workout. I had already ridden him for like 40 minutes, maybe an hour. We were literally cooling off and about to go in, and he had seen a real flower, not even a plastic flower. It was like a dandelion at the corner of this like spot we were in the arena. He had seen it the whole day. He had already reacted to it and then gotten over it. He was fine. And then for whatever reason, that final walk around, his dumbass saw that flower and literally leapt like 10 feet in the air. I fell off of him with him jumped up that high. He was all 4 feet off the ground. And he started bucking after that, so he jarred me out of my saddle really bad, and I landed. I, for my entire life, have always landed really well. My mom used to say that I felt like a football player. Duck and roll. So, but that time, the angle of it, the height of it, the speed of it, something about it didn't go right. So I landed right on my right hip, and I think it took 6 months for me to walk normally. It was bad. And it still kind of acts up, but they will just react on the stupidest shit. Horses are like that. But you have to keep in mind that horses are entirely prey animals, and they don't really have a whole lot of fight in them. They will almost always react with flight. Only certain horses, very specific ones, will fight first. They're usually herd leaders. Most of them are out. So they are literally designed to just run. They are built to run. But that does mean that they are hyper reactive and sometimes a little on the dumb side. And I love horses, but my god, I have met some dumb horses. You know how you're going to spend the weekend. You know what they say, no rest for the wicked. I'll be tending to the horses most of the morning and working in the garden in the late afternoon. Thankfully, Mr. Varley doesn't need me for the ball tonight. Then tomorrow, we have a delivery all morning, so that will have me down in the basement to unload. But I have to tend to the gardens for a little while at 11 a.m., so I will step out for that. Then I might see about getting a moment or two to rest below decks before the séance goes on. Do you know about these? Has a member of staff been placing St. Brigid's crosses about the manor? Aye, that'd be Mrs. Joyce. Helps keep her nerves calm in all this chaos, I think. Yeah. Take it you don't have to dress up like the other staff. Horses don't care whether you're wearing a suit or anything otherwise. And almost everything else is easier to work in. Besides, if I had to worry about keeping my clothes as pristine as the indoor staff wear their uniforms, I'd never get anything done. Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Woo! Working outside and trying to keep that clean would be a nightmare. Your scarf, it's quite the fancy piece. Aye, a gift from a young friend I'd not seen in years. Everyone's here to see the dead, but it's brought the living back to me. Aw, that's kind of sweet. I noticed there's a sugary smell about. Do you happen to have sugar cubes in your pockets? I do, and oats as well. For the horses, obviously. Us staff do get better fare than that, ha! The horses trust me well enough, but it never hurts to have something to treat them with. especially when they're unsure of new people. You recognize this. That's a key for the bathhouse lockers, isn't it? Let's put that back where you found it. Okay, so he's not going to help us with that. What do you know about the Fae? What do you know about the Fae? The Geed folk, we told them back in Scotland. Same idea, even if the specifics change. Certainly I've seen enough to know to leave scraps out for them. I keep a good bottle of brandy in my room to offer up when the horses are unwell. It's worked so far. Ah. Kinda sweet. Treasure map is discussable. I was wondering, does this riddle look at all familiar to you, Mr. Hunter? Autumn. Well, there are those 4 statues in the gardens, the ones for the seasons. Not a bad place to start looking, I'd say. Oh, so it's just like... I hear there was a game of bridge on Tuesday evening. Oh, I wouldn't know. That sort of thing's for guests and the staff serving drinks. And I, as I'm sure you can tell, am neither. No, I was still outside trying to get the stable door done before the night's chill set in. Okay. What did you know about this letter to the manager? Came across a letter Mr. Varley received from the local bishop, a reply to an inquiry we had. That's so. I don't know what... Ah, you're treading delicate ground there, Mr. Ward, and I'm not sure it's my place to speak on it. You said you were repairing the stable door on Tuesday evening? Aye, it would have been Tuesday. Had to do it right when it was broken and saved me from making up another stall. I think I missed some meetings for it. The horses have my best interest in mind. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Did you now? Well, it wouldn't do much good just lying about. It'd need to be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least I imagine that's how these things work. Interesting. Sir, you seem to know more than you let on. You've been here a while. Have you experienced strange dreams since coming here? Aye, not often, mind, but enough. Sometimes I think I'm taking the young master to see his mother's grave. But we're walking through the hedge maze, not the way you'd normally go, you see. And we come to a pit. And the boy, he starts crying. I think he knows what's coming. Keep walking, right up to the pit. And casual as you mind, I tip the lad in. I'll just watch him fall into the darkness until I wake. I have a bottle of brandy next to the bed for nights like that. You know, the kid. So we're going to talk about... I need to ask you about Evelyn Dean, but then I'm going to ask you about Walter. Have you met Miss Dean? Aye, I have. Oh? Doesn't do well to speak ill of the guests. Was she a frequent visitor to the manor? Can't say for sure, but in the 3 years I've worked here, it was my first time meeting her. And the last, I expect. Interesting. Why do you think it's the last? There's that kid. There he is. What do you know of Walter Blake? The young master. He's a good lad. I take him for walks around the grounds from time to time, but he doesn't talk much. I'm told he's been quiet since the carriage accident that killed his mother and maimed him. Before my time, all that, but he does like to go through her maze when I have him out. Something awful, the poor lad. Doesn't know much about her. Do you know about Vincent Varley? How do you find working with Mr. Varley? Ah! Did he say something? No, he wouldn't. We don't get along, he and I. Don't see eye to eye, as my father used to say. But he's fair enough, and we don't see each other much. So there's not much trouble to be had. Don't see eye to eye. I wonder who he's worried about. Tell me about yourself. I don't know that there's much to say, but I can give it a go. I'm Scottish born and raised, and I worked there until a few years ago. A friend of my mother's family, she and her side being Irish, let me know that the manor here was looking for a stable master. Could have stayed in Scotland and taken some other work, but I prefer a job out in the country. Always have. And so here I find myself. You say you're the groundsman and stable master. It seems like a lot of work for one man. Just as well I have the strength of 2 then, right? Nah, truth is I do what I can. There's not too much work in either, at least not this time of year. We're often not as busy as we are now, so the carriage doesn't come out much. And once the horses are all cared for, it would be gardening, but all the plants are dying back now. Summer, on the other hand, summer's quite another story. I get by though. Plants at least will wait, when the horses won't. Okay. What do you know of this device? Noticed a strange device in the atrium. What's it for? Well, I'm not a technical-minded man, but the parts the Marquess has been getting in are both strange and confusing. They seem to be, if you'll forgive me, far more mystical than your average component. That's a little bit of info. Are you interested in the seance yourself? Something I'd rather keep out of. I'm not sure how many of these folks actually know what they're doing. Better to let the dead lie, I agree. I don't think I want to ask anything else. What about Sars? How do you find working with Miss Murphy? She seems a grand lass. We don't see each other very often. She works downstairs, and well, she can be skittish around fellas. Poor girl has a habit of attracting the wrong sorts of people. Not much I can do there but provide counsel. The odd time she'll listen. That's kind of sweet. What about this dumb butt? This addict? You speak much with Mr. Doyle? He's not really one for talking. I worry about the boy. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it's just sour grapes, but there's something about him. And the poor lad has night terrors, always muttering about black angels or something. It's no wonder he's always looked so tired. Interesting. Thank you. I like it. This is good. This is good. How do you find working for Marquess Blake? I can't complain. Truth is, I don't have many dealings with him. He doesn't like carriages, not surprising given what happened to his wife and son, so he tends to stay on the manor grounds. Get the odd compliment on the gardens when he sees me working. That's enough dealings for me. Bear. Hey, what do you think about this scary old man? Have you met Father Sinnott? I've seen him around the grounds now and then. I asked once if he needed help. He threw question after question at me about the odd place. Namely, ruins on the grounds or secret passages. Vampire hunter. Vampire hunter! He was very disappointed with my answers. Or he's a vampire. Knows what he's looking for, but I tend the grounds, not the library. We need to go to the library. Do you know about this girl? And I assume you've met Miss Callahan. I have indeed. Wonderful woman. Got her head on her shoulders and the wits to match. She's a good sort, Mr. Ward. I think should you need it, and should you let her, she'll do right by you. Never hurts to have someone with a good and steady heart on your side. Aww. You're sweet. I like you. What do you think about this scary lady who's dying? Have you met Miss Montalbani? Only in that she's discussed her plans for the séance, and how she'd like the hedge maze set up for it. Our paths haven't crossed much outside of that. Well, I see her wandering the grounds, always under dress for the weather. No wonder she's so dosed. Yeah. What do you know about this guy? We met Mr. O'Finn. Well, I said hello to him as he arrived and nodded and passed on the grounds. I've not had much other reason to cross paths. But Miss Callahan likes him, so it can't be too bad. I assume you know her son then, yeah? Have you spoken to Dr. Callahan? Rory Callahan, is it? I have spoken to him a bit. He seems a decent lad. Good head on his shoulders for the most part. And a doctor at that. He's doing well for himself. His aunt speaks very highly of him. But not when he's within earshot, I've noticed. Funny. He likes the lady. I like that. Any more? What do you, I guess? A little bit more on this. What can you tell me about Blake Manor? What can I tell you? Well, not much wants to grow here, I'll say that. I can get a few plants to bloom in pots, but in the ground. There's a reason I keep things simple. Might be the water, but what's in that well out back is some of the best tasting water I've ever had, so I don't know. What do you mean you've been drinking the well water? Don't drink the well water, it's sus. This place is sus.
I'll be off. Right, yeah.
What well water are you drinking? No. Okay, time to go to the drawing room. Talk about ghosts. Oh, he's still here. Okay. What a wonderful view of the dark and scary. Very nice. Very dark. Terrifying. Maybe we can run by Joyce first. He's just vibing here, man. I want to talk to her. She'll be in the dining room later. Okay. I want to go by a lot of places. Staff seem quite fond of the young master. But not of Mr. Varley. So, where does this door go? Ballroom. It's locked and hasn't been open in a while. Suspect there's nothing I need from here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Girdle. We must go to the talks. We must listen to the Italian lady who is slowly dying to tell us things. Scuttle. Turn to the left. I mean, wow, this is the right. Oh boy. I'm good at directions. get my auto clicker on for this.
Ciao. Ciao. For those of you I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I am Carmela Mantovani, and I'm here to talk about ghosts and all that we know about them.
Hey, listen.
So, grazie mille for attending. Now, I will speak with you about ghosts, spirits, phantoms. There is still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think. And this is true. Yet, there is plenty to speak on. So do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger. Only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It is theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person. By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness, sì, questo funzionerà, we find them everywhere. By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living. While others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage. Regardless, no single spectre has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night we intend to change this. So, what stops them from speaking? Is it a physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways.
1 second. If I... No, I can't.
Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs, then. Well, no. Many wail and moan, after all. Could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe that spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There is a chance this is wishful thinking on our parts. But I believe so many have felt this, that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they simply cannot speak for themselves? This we cannot rule out, and is to be my conclusion if our séance does not bear fruit. So, why do I have such hopes for this séance? This I have been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits. The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil. All of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest. We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion. But these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves, somehow. This we do not understand. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living. this is an age of science, yes? So, let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms. A soul rippling long past the death of its host, its shell. They are in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they are almost invisible to us. At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us, as is with light. The atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths. But at this time of year, the veil, or spiritual atmosphere, is at its thinnest. And then there is you, those gathered. People attuned to the mystical, coming together to work as a... qual è la parola? A net, to catch the signal. No, net is not correct. Che cos'è? Ah, my words let me down. But look, if you do not believe me. I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They are gathering. And at night, the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us.
Or to eat you. Or they're mad. Or it's an omen, but not the positive one. I feel like pretty fucking... You're really, what's the word? You're looking at it on a positive... Optimistic. That's an optimistic vision of the world there. Rose-tinted arthine glasses.
Imparting? A warning.
Oh, good.
We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of the old selves, sometimes less or incomplete as to how they were before. So, tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people. They are the intangible remains. And they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more.
That is foreboding. Also, she is floating. I don't know what glitch is causing that, but I think we've routed around to me just finding it funny at this point. Okay. We've got some people we need to analyze first and foremost. You, Miss Quinn. We already know you. Start with you. Just analyze you. Ah, yes, you're the poet. And the good artist that my Homer of choice does not think is a good artist. Scars on hands and face. Multiple scars as if she suffered several different accidents and injuries. Are you a bounty hunter, ghost hunter? Striking brooch worn around the collar. And pen. Its varnish is worn around the grip. She uses it often and probably for long periods of time. Very. Yeah, she's got some poetry. She's got drawings. Why are your ears so pointy? Just noting your very pointy ears. Anybody else see those? Okay. Okay, I really have wanted to talk to Miss Callahan, so we're gonna start there. Hello, Mom.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
Yes, Mom, I have questions. I got a lot of them, in fact. Let me rattle around in my chair here so I can get comfy for this conversation. Alright, let's see. Wow, we can't ask her about the shadowy death figure? Oh, come on. I've heard tell that this manor is haunted as fuck. Have you seen anything of the sort? There's more spirits here than any one place should have, Declan. I can tell you that. A generosity of ghosts these past 250 years. Started with the bloody wound Cromwell cut into this land, and carried out on through generations of Edward Blake's depraved descendants. Yeah, they do seem to be walling people up. Séance aftermath. Why do you think the séance is so dangerous? Declan, are you a holy man? Holy man? Are you a holy man? I am. And you'd be of mind that then you'd be of the mind that all this works is God's will, God's design, yes? Suppose that would be fair. Whatever system you live by has starts and ends. To pull that apart, with no plan to patch it up, mind, is to open a door that was never meant to be opened. It's what the Greeks called a Pandora's box. Good point. Strange dreams. I have found my dreams quite disturbed since coming here. That doesn't surprise me in the least. There's foul play afoot here with the séance business. People dream in their wander in the halls, trying to get out of this place, then end up at the séance instead. And still, they want to attend the damn thing. What more warning could they want that it's a bad idea? Yeah. Bridge game. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? I was there, and a fine thrashing we gave the posh beggars too. Who was playing? Oh, well, it was myself and little Rowry against Marquess Blake and Mr. Coventry, much to their dismay. The other table was Miss Quinn and Mrs. Lau against Mrs. Darcy and poor Miss Barbosa, who thought it would be fun to play, but was soon set right in those thoughts. Interesting. What do you know about Mary Blake? What can you tell me about Marchioness Blake? Mary? I can tell you she didn't care much for that title. We only spoke a few times. She had trouble conceiving, so she came to me under the dead of night for some alternative help. The Marquess wouldn't have liked that sort of thing then. Funny how death changes us. I never heard much of how it turned out, but the boys on the walls, that must have worked. Not that I doubted it would, mind you. Baindroy. You mentioned you were a Baindroy. What is that now? Ah, it's like a hedge witch. Offer treatments, both physical and spiritual, to the locals. And to look after the land too. Really though, a land and its people are intertwined, so it's all one. What are your duties? Can you tell me more of your duties? Oh, what else is there to say? Healing of the land, the body, the mind, all that. Some veterinary work, blessings on the land and tributes to keep the other folk happy. And the odd bit of scrying for those with need for it. And I train successors. Or at least I try. Rory's been off and on that path these days. Okay. Oh, that unlocked more. Shadowy figure. Hey! Can you think of anything that might explain a large ghostly figure on the land? Ah, now they've gone and done it. I warned them that nothing good would come of the séance. It's not a ghost, that's for sure. They only come in the one size. All this missing has lured some of the fair folk here, or maybe a woken one in Twatha. Oh, don't look at me like the feckless cow, Declan. The Twatha din Manon, the Danon, the old gods. Gone from our plane to the other world for sure, but what kind of god can't welcome one its people every now and then? Great. Let's talk about that. Can you tell me about the Twatha din Danon? The old gods. They're all around us, in the hills, the rivers, the valleys. Just below the surface, where the other place can sometimes be found. I like that. I like it when I'm angry with a god and I can go to their house and yell at them. I like you. I like you a lot. Okay. Might I ask how you came to have the white streak in your hair? I don't think I've seen its like before. I've had it all my life. You should have seen me when I was a little girl. Some people believe it's a sign of wisdom to be born with such a thing, you know. I can't say for certain that's true, but I do like the idea. Sweet. One of my best friends has a little white streak in his hair. When I arrived, I thought I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain. Ah, Declan. I'm sorry for whatever loss you've suffered. The bane nigh, she sighed. An omen of death to come. This is the kind of thing I was warning people about. If you're seeing her, you'll have death before this weekend is over, if it hasn't happened already. Why did you say sorry for my loss? The bane nigh. She's only clearly visible to those who are grieving. She's lured by death to come, but can be seen by those with death's touch still on them, those still grieving for love lost. You know about this chimney charm? Found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Well, look at that! I'd imagine you found it in a chimney or under some floorboards. You're poking around hard to reach. Hiding places is your own business, Declan. It's a simple charm. Needs to be close to the person it's targeting. Looks like it's meant to bind a magic user. Stop them from moving or hurting another person. That sort of thing. Oh. What can you tell me about the Fae? The other folk, you mean? Be careful, especially here. Now, as we near Samhain, the veil gets thinner and thinner. Not only ghosts that draw near. Tell me about your necklace. That's a fine crust you have there. Ah, this. This is just to keep the priests off my back. Between you and me, Declan, I don't much care for these news gods. Up on high on golden thrones, pah! I prefer the old gods, walking and working the land side by side with us. You like to go yell at them in their houses. And I don't blame you for that. We asked her about that. Let's ask her about Dara. You happen to know Mr. Hunter? I made it my business to get to know all the staff. A source of information in a place like this. Better company too. Mr. Hunter is a fine, strong gentleman. Although I can't say I've noticed him. I ship it. I ship it so hard. They're cute. I love it. Tell me about yourself. Ah, sure. What about me? Anything worth knowing is obvious to someone with a keen enough eye, Declan. You'll be fine. Sorry, I am distracting you for something. I should leave you alone. I know, Declan. I have the gift of an Adeshalad. Just makes it hard to focus at times. Sheila? I've never heard of this. You jockeys learn nothing in that city of yours. The two sights, boy. Something that's been with me since I can remember. It's a blessing and a curse that has allowed the women in my family insight into that which lies within and without. Though you can see things other people can't. More of an innate sense of the pattern, flow and weaving of imbus about the place, but it does give me a good sniff of people. And from that, I think you're all right, Declan. This event, well, it does give me awful migraines to try and look at the future of it, and that's troublesome for me. But look, I'm talking the ears off you. You didn't come here to listen to me talking doom and gloom, eh? Maybe I did. What do you know about this scary guy? Not. What do I need to what need do I have of a priest? I'm not dying. I'll say only this. Some people are so caught up in a world that could be that they're blind to the world they're already in. Ooh, I like that. Savagery. Fatality. Do you know Mr. O'Finn? Ah, he's a good laugh. We've known each other for a long time. If you knew his druidic code of conduct, you'd know he and I are singing the same song, just with different harmonies. Yeah, I need to talk to other people, so I'm going to leave.
Go. You take care now, Declan, and don't forget to get a bite to eat into you. It's going to be a long day.
Sounds familiar. I think we have. Sorry. Yeah, we need to talk to you. I haven't talked to you at all yet.
If you'd hold a moment, I'm just looking for something.
Huh?
Are you all right, miss?
Fine. Just looking for a book. I thought maybe I left it here when I last had it. Without it, damn it! I'm at a dead end.
Ooh.
Would you tell me if you see it? It's a book on local land records from late last century. It has to be around here somewhere, unless another guest's
I've seen that.
taken it.
I'll see what I can do.
No, I know what book that is. I know what book that is. Hold on. Let's look at that lead. Oh, how do I find that easily? They make it so hard to find. Is it based on the people? Ugh. No, it's not these things. Okay, that's not. No! Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. What? Escape is back. Okay, I did click escape, bro. How do I find very specific? Do I have to like, is it just do this? Is this the only way I can access it? It's in the mysteries tab, but I don't know how to get to the people in it easily. I guess going through culprits? So confusing. We should ask among the other guests about Miss Quinn's thing. I'm pretty sure I know where that is. I think I'm gonna go get that because I think it's down the hall. I'm pretty sure there's a book on land records that we ran into from where the lady been running, right? I remember seeing it. Now I have to figure out how to get to that. But I'm pretty sure it's this way. And then...
Father? What are you doing up here?
Ah, Mrs. Joyce. You see,
Oh, never mind. I've been needing to speak with you.
Oh. I right-clicked. Okay. Well, that is something that I wanted to check. I wanted to see if it would autoplay with that. So it doesn't, but that's really frustrating. I did not mean to click it. I was adjusting in my seat. I need to speak with you urgently. Not this again, Mrs. Joyce. I can't do it. I can't, but I must, oh the Father. I just don't know if I have the courage to. There's no must here, Mrs. Joyce. Be it madness or the passion of Christ that drives you. Do what is in your heart. How can you be so flippant about it? Few things matter in the end, Mrs. Joyce. This isn't one of them. Whatever you choose. Her soul is bound to hell. There's only one thing that can change that. Bro. I do not like you. Girl, don't listen to that freak. For the impression she knows more about those around her than they would like. Cross of St. Bridget, one of the Irish patron saints. Hi. The heck is wrong with you, crazy person? Can't help but notice you might be talking about killing someone. Not a big fan of that, gotta say. Oh my god. Bro. Isn't that... Oh, that's Lost Places. Okay, that's not the right book. I don't trust you. Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
Don't talk to that scary guy.
Oh, God bless you, sir. It isn't often someone introduces themselves to the help.
That's rude. People should.
Caitlin Joyce, I'm the housekeeper here.
You do a good job. You keep a good house.
If there's anything you need, just come right to me.
Yeah, I need you to not trust that creepy old vampire
Oh,
hunter.
well, thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I'll try not to be a bother.
Or vampire.
Nonsense, Lord knows. We could use someone normal at this damnable séance.
Unlike him. That's not normal.
Why the Marquess saw fit to risk our immortal souls bringing that Satanism here is beyond me. Why, I've half a mind to...
Not accurate, but still, this is worse.
Oh, don't mind me, sir. Just getting crotchety in my old age.
I mean, you believe something, and you think that people are actually at risk for something. I don't think that you're evil, unlike somebody over in this direction over here who kind of reeks of evil. I mean, what? Hi. I wasn't talking about evil. What do you know about angels? Do you believe in angels, Mrs. Joyce? The Lord sent his messengers to care for each and every one of us, sir, I'm certain. On the days when my heart is full and my mind is free from cares, I give special thanks to them. That's sweet. Have you seen a shadowy, scary figure? Have you ever heard tell of a large, shadowy figure stalking the grounds? A what? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old housekeeper. Unfortunately, I'm quite serious, Mrs. Joyce. Don't say that. Please, sir, if it's children's tales you're after, go hang about in the library. You know, maybe I should. Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. So... I hesitate to ask, but would you mind keeping an eye on Mr. Doyle? I fear he may have taken to self-medicating. Oh, that. Don't you worry, sir. I'll set him straight. He's a good boy at heart, I promise you. Just needs a little guidance. At least he has Father Sinnot to help him along. Always together recently, them two. I'm sure it'll do Seamus some good. This man is not good. Look at the sun. Look at the unnatural pallor. He looks like fucking Nosferatu, bro. Editor, flash Nosferatu on the screen. Compare. Enhance. Trust that bastard about as far as I could throw him, and I figure if I throw him, he'll fall into pieces like a bunch of beetles. He's like Oogie Boogie, man. You tear up one seam and just a bunch of bugs come out. Sorry. I have trust issues. You wear this cross. Maybe she knows. Well, I mean, we know it's from her. I wouldn't mind the timetable. You have only so much. I had the impression, Mrs. Joyce, that little gets past you around here. Oh, no more than any housekeeper, sir. We get all sorts of little insights into the guests, you know? The guests? You know about... Oh, hey. I accidentally stumbled into the broom closet recently and noticed a stone cross on the cleaning trolley. Oh, yes, sir. That'd be mine, of course. It had broken off an old statue that was being tossed out, and, well, I thought it shouldn't go to waste. Of course, it's a shame about those red stains, though, isn't it? Ah, that's only rust, sir. I quite like it, to be honest with you. After all, Jesus must have bled when he died for our sins. So you want a bloody cross? Because there were... What do you know about Mary Blake? What can you tell me about Marchioness Blake? Oh, God rest her soul. She was a good woman, Mr. Ward. Gone from us too soon. The Marquess just hasn't been the same since her passing. He idolized that woman. And poor young Walter. I have such a limited... I want to ask her about Evelyn. Have you spoken to Miss Dean? Me? Oh, well, I don't know her, of course. It's her first time coming to the hotel. She seems like such a sweet girl. It's a sin we've allowed her to be at this ungodly thing. She's just a good girl who fell in with the wrong crowd, sir. Mark my words. Got a smell for these things. A little quiet time with God is all she needs. Maybe that would make her think twice about going into Mr. Coventry's room every other day. We are going to find that girl, like, strung up in the frickin'
I'll be off, Mrs. Joyce.
God bless you, sir.
Mm-hmm. 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 Boy, that lady is a little scary. Da, da. Da, 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 da. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I think that is kind of fucking sus it. Well, that's it for me right now. I hope you're having as sane a time as I am. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Don't go into any hallways with suspicious fathers or maids with crosses. Laters.